Now, many years ago, I made the decision that I was going to start a school, your equivalent of a college. And I started to assess the market. And truthfully, there's not a lot that separates educational facilities. Really, when I looked at it, I kind of had these two options. I had the marketplace of people that already had degrees, people that were already degree qualified, that wanted another qualification to go to their boss and say, hey, look what I did, for the chance of getting a pay rise or a promotion. These people didn't want to study at a new school that lacked credibility, that had just started. They didn't want to go in with a qualification that their boss thought they just printed out yesterday. They wanted to go to a reputable school, and for us, we couldn't offer that. So, this market would have been really hard for us to get our first clients and to stay afloat. Now, the other market that a lot of new schools went after were the high school graduates that did not get the scores that they needed to get into the qualification at the university of their choice, so they would study with us. Sounds great, except as soon as they got high marks, guess where they went? Off to somewhere else. I would have been in this hamster wheel of constantly hustling to get deals, trying to keep them. It would have been a long rodeo that I didn't want to be part of. Think of the hamster wheel that you're all in constantly, just because people don't see anything different about most of you. I'm saying most because I hope there are some people that are differentiating. But most of you focus on the same stuff that doesn't separate you. And I knew, even though we were brand new, that we could be the only logical choice to a group. And we went looking for who that group was. And I discovered the market of tradespeople. Plumbers, electricians, tilers. Now, these people have all had really interesting careers. See, what happens is a lot of these people leave school at the age of 16. Maybe they want to earn money. Maybe they hate school. Maybe they're just entrepreneurial and they want to start making money and eventually start their own business. But what happens is they do an apprenticeship. Has anyone actually done a trade apprenticeship? Well, what you'll know, if you know anybody that's done a trade apprenticeship, is usually they start and they don't know much. And they get thrown into the job, and then they make mistakes. And generally the way they learn is through sarcasm and aggression. What happens is they just get beaten up and picked on until eventually they get the job right. Now, over time, they start to get better and better. And they start to help some of the newer people. And then eventually they look around and they're like, hang on a second, I'm better than everybody else here. Why am I getting paid around about the same as everyone else? Forget this, I'm going to go and start my own business. So they do. They go and start their own business, and they get their first set of customers. And then all of a sudden, they have to handle the continuous improvement. They have to handle staff. They've got no idea how to train staff. Oh, wait, they do. Sarcasm and aggression. How they learned. They've got to manage budgets and financial plans and marketing. These businesses are overwhelmed, and they have no idea how to do this stuff. Now, they know they're not making money. They know they need business coaching to fix it, but they're not making money. They can't afford it. So we made the decision to launch into this market with business coaching at a price you can afford. We focused on the niche, originally just electricians. And then we grew out to all tradespeople that were on a trade site. Then we grew out to hairdressers and florists. We said they're tradespeople too. Got 500 hairdressers and florists within several months. Then we had the Law Institute of Victoria and the Australian College of Anaesthetists reach out to us and say, did you know that doctors and lawyers, they're kind of tradespeople too, right? They've done like 5 to 7 year degrees, but no one's taught them how to run a business. And again, we grew. 3,500 students within the space of just 3 years. Again, that's rapid growth. And that comes from the power of making this one decision. Deciding that everybody is not my customer. You need to make the decision that everybody is not your customer. Because if you don't, the hamster wheel is where you stay. And in these uncertain times when you're competing like against like, this is going to be a really tough time for you. If you embrace this now, then when times improve, you'll be miles ahead of everyone else. But now, you'll be one of the ones that survives and still is able to grow. During the last recession, that's when I grew this educational facility. Not when times were great. We created rapid growth despite what was happening in the market. And so can you. The thing you do have to do, though, is because everybody here will go, well, I want a niche, but I'm scared of losing my current clients. I'm scared of changing things. So let me make something clear for you. There are a few misconceptions when it comes to niching. Firstly, you don't need to stop doing what you're doing. You don't need to stop taking on referrals from other people. You don't need to turn down business that is coming to you. What you do need to do is embrace niche marketing as a marketing technique for new business. That's what you have to focus on. Truth is, the people that come to your website now that were referred, they don't care if you start calling yourself a dentist on your website. They'll say, my friend said you buy houses for cash. Can you still do that? Can you still close fast? But to your ideal clients, they will see you as the only logical choice.